So let's go through some of the good postures that you'll see on a date. What is a sign that someone is interested?
You're going to see a lot of leaning in and touching. So if I'm really interested in you, I'm actually going to scoot in my seat and lean in and talk to you. Look right in your eyes. Eye contact is so important. And I'm going to probably reach for your hand or mirror your body language. So if you reach for your drink, I might reach for mine. Cheers, you.
Cheers.
All right, make eye contact again. And as you put it down, I'll actually start sitting like you. It could be simple as one hand copying your hand, or it could be both. But that's one way, or several ways now, of showing interest.
And you said that leaning in is a way to show interest. What about leaning out? Is that a bad sign then?
So leaning away could be taken as a bad sign if other things follow. Lack of eye contact, moving the body away. But just leaning back doesn't necessarily mean not interested. It could mean comfort. Think about your daily movie watching on a couch. You're leaning back, you're relaxing, and that's fine. That can show trust. But what we really want to see is leaning in on the first date or when you first meet somebody at a bar.
And let's talk about feet. You say feet, the position of your feet is very important.
Yeah. So if my feet are pointed towards you, that means I want to talk to you. If my feet are crisscrossed like this, it means I'm not moving anywhere. If my feet are actually pointed away, it means I want to go away. So the feet really show you where your interest lies.
And for women, what does it mean when we're crossing our legs this way, for
So,
example?
crossing the legs can be a sign of interest if the knee is pointed in my direction. So just like this, your legs are still pointed to me as well as your feet, but your leg is crossed over, which is a very feminine thing. So you might act more of a lady with your legs crossed and leaning in towards me saying, hey, I'm a woman and hear me roar kind of thing. So that shows attraction as well, pointing the knee, pointing the feet.
But if we shift over this way, this might not be so good.
That might not be so good because your body just turned as well. Your legs are facing away from me, your feet are facing away from me, your heart is facing away from me, so everything is not towards me. You're actually right now flirting with the outside world.
And so can we take all touches as flirtatious?
No. There are some friendly touches. A pat on the shoulder is a friendly touch, but if you start rubbing the bicep or going down to the hand and rubbing, the leg, rubbing the leg.
I mean, rubbing is
right?
pretty obvious.
Yeah. Some things are obvious and
Yeah.
some things everybody misses because what I teach is stay in the game, right? That's my company, the nonverbal game. So you have to stay in this game to pick up on signs of flirting. If you're too much in your head, you're going to miss the world.
So we're looking for eye contact, leaning in, and engagement, I guess.
Yeah. So leaning in, eye contact, and if I say something, you are showing nonverbal signs that you're listening and paying attention. In turn, it's showing respect.
Okay, let's talk about bad signs. Sometimes you might see a woman and she'll cross her bag in front of her body. What does that mean to you?
It's a barrier. It doesn't necessarily mean you don't like me, but you are defensive of me in the situation. So if I saw this, the first object would be to get that bag away.
And how are you going to do that?
Well, you talk more. You don't approach too fast. You give her time and her space. As you talk and as she warms up to you, that bag will move to the floor or next to her, but it won't be right there. You also see this with people having their cups like this. This is a wall. Okay? The more in front, like this, means the more of a wall, the barrier you have to break. What you want to see is cup on the table, bag away,
Sure.
and people talking with their hands. This shows comfort. And from there, you can get to the real deep, impactful flirting.
So what do crossed arms mean?
Crossed arms is a barrier. You want to go past the crossed arms and get the person to unfold them and talk with their hands again. So not necessarily a bad thing, but not necessarily a great thing. The more comfortable somebody can be is by talking with their hands. So if this is the pose and you can't break it,
Walk away.
walk away.
How
Don't
long?
waste your time.
What's your time limit?
5 minutes. 5 minutes.
5 minutes? That's a while.
It's a while. It's a while. If I saw other signs attached to that, that would give me the cue to leave much earlier.
Such as?
Crossed arms, lack of eye contact, maybe that awkward look.
Sure.
That. If you see that, walk away right away.
Okay.
But just crossed
You don't have a
arms.
chance if you see those things.
No, and you don't want to waste your time.
Sure.
You definitely don't want to waste your time with it. If you see negative body language, more chance of getting somebody interested in you than deal with that person. Hey everyone, if you're interested in finding more about nonverbal communication, visit my website www.nonverbalgame.com and look out for my book coming out next year, The Nonverbal Game of Flirting. Have a great one.